We are driving down the lane into Season 4 of NBA 2K25. And leading the fast break is OKC superstar Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
With the thunderous arrival of SGA's new court designs, there are 40 new rewards to electrify your My Career and my team. We'll have more on that later.
They'll see the intensity of a dragon in your eyes as you now earn badge elevators, a drift trike, and a +1 cap breaker.
On your journey to become top banana, you can also pick up new boosted accessories to wrap up on your legendary.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball. Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. Devin Booker out there with Tyus Jones. Then there's Kevin Durant. Then it's Mason Plumlee. And it's Dunn in at the 3 slot. And for the Jazz, Sexton and Markkanen out on the wings. Then there's Keontae George. Then it's Walker Kessler. And it's Potter in at the 4. Dunn's shot is good. Well, Grant, trade talks always ramp up this time of year. But if you're a player in those rumors, that can really take a mental toll.
Oh, B.A., absolutely. Especially the first time it happens. You have to try and remind yourself that it's a business. But sometimes that doesn't make it any easier.
Here's Markkanen. Gets a very good look and converts.
Just a great setup for Markkanen. All he needed to do was shoot in rhythm.
Outside Booker. On the wing, Durant. Back to Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Inside, the kick to Durant. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
As long as there's time on the clock, it's enough time for Durant.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Sexton. Banked it in off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And when Durant is clear for takeoff, no hesitation.
And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. The Suns beat them last time when these two met in Phoenix.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Phoenix shooting their first free throws of this game.
At the line for the Suns, Dunn, 2 shots.
That one misses. Well, Grant, the Suns were swept in the first round last year. Are super teams a thing of the past, you think?
You know, perhaps, B.A. The Suns had KD, Booker, and Bradley Beal, but the constraints of the salary cap mean you end up a little top-heavy. The rest of the roster was tough for them to fill out.
Now here's Sexton, and he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game.
Sexton gets a head start. He's so hard to stop.
Sexton against Booker. Takes it inside. That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Kessler finds George. Now Markkanen, 6 on the shot clock. Kessler passes to Markkanen. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, that's what you want to see from Markkanen. Attacking the defense and forcing them to react.
He makes 1 or 2 that time. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, guys, Lauri Markkanen had said all along he was content to stay in Utah. And after signing a contract extension, he remains with the Jazz. He turns 28 in May, so he's just entering his prime. There's plenty of runway left, and the Jazz think he can guide them back to the playoff mix. And with the timing of when Markkanen signed his extension, he is not trade eligible during this season.
Appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. Filipowski, he's checked in for Potter. Markkanen looking it over. Overdone. And another miss by Utah. Phoenix leading by 4. Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who was able to talk with Will Hardy.
And he let me in on their strategy for Devin Booker. He said no easy shots for Booker tonight. We only want him taking off-balance tough looks. At least that's our hope. Sounds like they'll be throwing everything they can at Booker defensively, BA.
Allie, thank you.
Oh, man, what vision by Booker. His playmaking is really underrated.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Sexton against Booker. Sexton, that's good. Sexton's got 6.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Here's Booker. Pass to Dunn. And stolen by Markkanen. And now the Jazz on the run in transition. George passes to Sexton. That three's off the mark. The Suns have got 6 of 8 shots to go. High arcing shot. And the layup is good by Dunn. He's got 5.
Yeah, great awareness there from Booker. A selfless team-first player.
Stolen by Booker. Plumlee. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Jazz trail by 8. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Booker with it. Guarded now by George. Here's Durant. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they've built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
Jones against George. Knocked loose. 4 on the clock. From deep three-point land. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Phoenix out in front. They're up by 10. We've got more in store for you right after this. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight. Turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
They've got Williams. Filipowski out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Keontae George, and it's Collier in at the 2. That's the group for Utah right now. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Collier. Booker defending. Collier, no good.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Durant, no good. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Trailing by 10. The 3, Collier sends it home from three-point land. Collier's got his first 3 points of the game. Well, Coach Lauri Markkanen, it's been an interesting study to watch his game continue to improve every year.
Yeah, it certainly has, Brian. You know, he was a complimentary player for quite a while, and then finally has developed into a primary offensive threat, and he has thrived.
Markkanen from long range, and it's Phoenix with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 5th rebound in this one. Booker surveying the D. fades and shoots, sparing his second of 3 attempts.
No question. Booker excels at finding shots. He can be a real point machine.
Pass to George. Here's Williams. Three-pointer. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got his 6th rebound on the night. There's the block.
Well, there's Markkanen putting his 7-foot frame to use with the block.
And he lobs it up top. Ooh, Durant with a steal. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life now. It's a blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank you. Phoenix leading by 11. Here's Booker. Here's Plumlee. Pass to Booker. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It goes on Keontae George.
And just a classic pump fake move. I mean, Booker wants the defender to make a mistake and foul.
Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Potter, he's checked in for Utah. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
Utah making a switch here. Sensabal's checked in. Here goes Booker. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
A creative finisher. Loves seeing Booker attack the rim and convert like this.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Stan, another head coach from the Greg Popovich tree. Will Hardy, who started his career in San Antonio.
And there have been a lot of successful guys that have come through the Spurs organization. Will Hardy is just another one who is developing into an outstanding NBA coach.
All right, the Jazz making a change here. Sexton's checked in. Outside Durant. Dunn, the pass to Booker. Ooh, against inside resistance. Booker still good.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Jazz trail by 14. Pass to Filipowski. Lets it fly. Offensive rebound. The shot no good.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Durant. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
Potter, pass to Sexton. A minute 4 left to play in the first half. And it falls. 4 for 8 for him from the floor.
Some very clever ball handling from Sexton, getting himself some room to work with.
Back to Booker. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Sexton against Booker. A shot from the high post. Phoenix grabs the miss. It's off to Washington after this one, where they will face the Wizards. It'll be game 3 of 6 on their current trip. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. To the middle. Oh, Kessler with the block.
Oh, big Walker Kessler. That is how you use your size.
Here's Sensabaugh. Still no points.
Right there.
Fires the three. And that's not going to go. Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Phoenix Suns. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K. Out in front of the half is Phoenix. They are way out in front, leading by 17. Kenny, what was your impression?
The work they...
And that does it for us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop it.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, Tyus Jones is out there with Devin Booker. Then it's Mason Plumlee. Then there's Kevin Durant. And it's Dunn in at the small forward position. Here's Booker. Over Sexton. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Booker's got 13.
Yeah, you expect tremendous effort from a scorer like Booker, but it's still impressive to see him delivering.
George, no good. And so it's Durant who brings up the ball for the Phoenix Suns. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin of the game.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
The Jazz shooting a low 26% from the field. And Devin Booker is already one of the greatest players in Suns history, Greg.
Well, you could argue that Steve Nash still ranks ahead of him. He did win 2 MVPs with the Suns. But when it's all said and done, I think Booker will be regarded as the best.
The Jazz have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. George scanning the floor. Count that bucket. George has got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, they get one to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Pass to Plumlee. Stolen by Kessler. Markkanen outside. And Markkanen with the stop.
So good to see Markkanen using force on his finish.
Outside Durant. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Booker, the pass to Durant. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. 13 points in the game.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Sexton goes in. Shots blocked. Jones up top. George defending. Here's Booker. The rebound by Potter.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparations, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you. And Utah calls time here. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
And a new group getting ready for Utah. Eubanks, he's checked in for Kessler. Filipowski comes in for Potter. Williams is checked in for Larry Markkanen. And it's Collier in for Sexton. Now here's Eubanks. The D's right on him. 6 to shoot. Williams from long range. The Suns clear it. Durant's got 4 rebounds now.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Outside Booker, shoots over Collier. Booker can't get it to go.
The fall away, upping the degree of difficulty. You wonder if perhaps they could have gotten a better look.
Pass to Collier. And the three off target. Phoenix leading by 21. Outside Booker. Outside Durant. Back to Booker. Now here's Durant. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him tonight. Utah's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Down low. Here's Collier. Kicks it to George to snap the cold streak. Rebounded by Dunn.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
And now the Jazz on the run in transition. Tries a 10-footer. The shot that time not on target. Booker with the defensive effort. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
That's his first.
Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship, Grant.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they have the fourth best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, just an offensive machine. Booker generates points consistently, night in and night out.
Sensabaugh is checked in for George. Challenging stretch here for Utah. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for the Jazz, Drew Eubanks, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. He does not get the second one. And so Durant will bring it up for the Suns.
Yeah, known as one of the game's most talented scorers, Booker is locked in on wanting to compete for championships.
He's made 3 of 4 free throw attempts in this game. That free throw good from Booker.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Booker.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
Well, the Jazz shooting just 24% on this one. Not great. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Sensabaugh. This one for 3. Can't hit that one. And so it's the Phoenix Suns already up 26 points as this quarter ends. Defense is setting the tone. More 2K. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Ooh, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. We've got Drew Eubanks, Patrick Mills out there with Sviatoslav Mikhailuk. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. And Mills, here we go. Pass to Sensabaugh. Pure from 3-point range.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
The offensive rebound. Plumlee passes to Durant. Outside Booker, 5 on the clock. Here's Plumlee. Eubanks defending. Here's Booker. Utah grabs the miss. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. To the left side wing. Here's Sensabaugh, defended by Dunn. 14 feet away. They get the rebound. Eubanks, the pass to Mikhailuk. Off target from 3-point range. The Suns have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. From 13, and Booker the bucket on the assist by Durant. Booker's got 10 points here in the second half. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Mikhailuk. Oh, some serious power to finish that one off.
Now, that's exactly what you want to see. Aggressive basketball at its best.
Punched it home with as much power as he could. Shoots from the elbow. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 6 points in the quarter.
A silky mid-range jumper by Booker, attacking without any hesitation.
Back to Mills. And we haven't seen a new franchise join the NBA stand since the Charlotte Bobcats in 2003. 20 years later, though, things seem to be percolating a bit.
Well, you've seen it, Brian. There's some deep pockets out there and some great markets, all vying to get into the action. And we know that the NBA is all about growth.
Here's Jones. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence, given the size of the disadvantage there.
Yeah, a skilled player can work around the mismatch. He's used to dealing with larger guys.
Here's Mikhailuk, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. A different look for Utah. Potter, he's checked in for Sheboygan. Colin Sexton comes in for Mikhailuk, and it's Keontae George in for Mills. Here's Sexton. Unloads from 13. Second shot opportunity. Potter's shot is off.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
To the inside. Here's Durant. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Durant's got 19 points.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Clock at 6. George passes to Potter. Oh, denied by Durant.
And for all the attention his offense gets, never question Durant's ability at the defensive end.
Booker against Sexton. Now Booker. Count that one. Booker's got 8 points here in the quarter.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Suns.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And reaching a nice milestone, an even 20 wins on the year. And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Devin Booker.
Well, what an unselfish display from him tonight. Sharing the ball, creating for others, just beautiful basketball.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Pass to Sensabaugh. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Collier, he's checked in for Sexton. A nice shot by Booker.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lets it go from 11. Jones grabs the board. Outside Booker. Shoots over Collier. It's off. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA.